Hey there Tolkien fans, this is Poohead189 and I'm making this quick video to give a note on the origins of Tom Bombadil. If you're like me, and you probably are since you clicked on this video, you're a big fan of The Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's Legendarium. And you've probably seen Geek Zone and Men of the West and Hello Future Me on their Lord of the Rings videos, and they often have fan theories. And this isn't to discredit them because they're doing what they should. They're taking every fan theory and examining them. And one of the biggest conundrums in Tolkien's world is Tom Bombadil. And honestly, this video will not go into depth on as many possible origins. People have already speculated on if he was a Valar or a Maiar, which are the two classes of Ainur, servants of the one god known as Eru Ilúvatar. People have speculated he was the Song of the Ainur given form, Tom Bombadil I mean, or he was Tolkien himself, yada yada. But let's delve into what we know at least. We know that he lives in the Old Forest outside of Bree. We know he has a wife who is a river spirit named Goldberry. We know he can dispel barrow wights, and he is master of his patch of land. We know he's been around before Melkor or Morgoth went east to Autumno, and that in every language he is referred to as the eldest. In Sindarin, he is called Iarwain bin Adar, which is oldest and fatherless. The dwarves have named him Forn, which means eldest, and the men name him Orald, which means eldest. Now, all of this denotes that Tom Bombadil has been around longer than all of the elves, dwarves, or men. But let's look at the Sindarin phrase a moment. Oldest and fatherless. It specifies he has no direct father, but that also does not mean that he doesn't have a mother. And as we all know, Tom is very much a force of nature. And remember, who is the parent of nature in the Valar hierarchy? It's Yavanna. Now that's not to say that Tom Bombadil is a Maiar spirit. What really got me to make this video was a passage I found in the Silmarillion, something I'm very confused on why any of the other YouTubers on the subject did not mention it. It is chapter 3, and in this Silmarillion, it's page 36, of the coming of the elves and the captivity of Melkor. And the passage goes, "Through long ages the Valar dwelt in bliss in the light of the trees beyond the mountains of Aman, but all Middle-earth lay in a twilight under the stars. While the lamps had shone, growth began there which now was checked, because all was again dark. But already the oldest living things had arisen." Now, already in that passage implies that at some point in the past, the oldest living things had arisen. I'm certain the other Tolkien fans dismissed this because it was written after Melkor first battled against the other Valar and fled to Autumno. However, the passage, as stated, implies that the oldest things woke up before this chapter at some point. And Tom Bombadil, being hailed as the oldest living thing, is likely exactly what the Silmarillion is describing. It's just something to take note of, and before someone tells me that he couldn't be a living thing because the ring held no sway over him, that doesn't really hold a lot of water. Tom Bombadil is likely so ancient and so much without ambition or greed that even the ring cannot bring desire to him or affect him. Or perhaps it was the fact that they were in Tom's forest, the Old Forest, that the magic held no power over him because he was in his domain. Either way, he wouldn't be a Maiar because the ring can still affect Gandalf and Saruman and the like. Anyway, sorry. I hope you found this brief video informative, and thank you so much for watching. Please like or subscribe, or comment if you would below. Alright, thanks guys.